car rumbled over the last stretch of the gravel road, bringing Alex, Mia, Sam, and Lily to their eagerly awaited campsite by the lake. The national park's serene beauty was a welcome escape from their hectic lives, and the friends couldn't wait to immerse themselves in nature. They had been planning this trip for months, eager to disconnect from their screens and reconnect with each other in the great outdoors. "Finally, we're here," Mia exclaimed as she jumped out of the car, stretching her arms toward the sky. "I thought we'd never make it." "Worth every bumpy mile," Sam grinned, taking in the panoramic view of the lake surrounded by dense forest. "This place is perfect." They set up their tents, gathered firewood, and soon a cozy campfire crackled in the center of their sight. As the sun dipped below the horizon, laughter and the aroma of roasting marshmallows filled the air. "Who wants to hear a ghost story?" Sam asked, wiggling his eyebrows mischievously. "Not me," Lily said quickly. "I'd like to sleep tonight, thank you very much." "Oh, come on, Lily," Alex teased. "Where's your sense of adventure?" Mia, always the adventurous one, suggested a late-night swim, but the group decided to save that for another day. Instead, they exchanged stories, the flickering flames casting dancing shadows on their faces. "Remember the time we got lost on that hiking trail?" Sam began, his eyes twinkling with mischief. "Oh, don't remind me," Alex groaned. "We walked in circles for hours." "Yeah, but we found that hidden waterfall," Lily added, her voice soft with nostalgia. "It was worth it." As the night grew deeper, the tranquil sounds of the forest enveloped them. Rustling leaves and distant animal calls added to the ambiance, creating a perfect setting for their getaway. The group fell into a comfortable silence, each lost in their own thoughts, basking in the peacefulness that only nature could provide. However, a sudden noise from the bushes nearby made them pause. It was a rustling sound, louder and more persistent than before. "Did you hear that?" Mia asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Sam, the group's jokester, quickly dismissed it. "Probably just a raccoon looking for a snack," he said with a grin. The others laughed, and the unease melted away. "Let's just make sure our food is properly stored," Lily suggested, getting up to double-check the bear canister. "Good call," Alex nodded, helping her secure the containers. As the fire burned low, Sam's playful mood returned. "You know," he began, his voice dropping to a whisper, "this place has a creepy history." "Oh, here we go," Mia sighed, rolling her eyes. "No, seriously," Sam insisted. "A few years ago, a group of campers disappeared from this very spot. Their gear was found, but they were never seen again." Lily shivered. "That's not funny, Sam." "I'm not joking," Sam said, his tone serious. "Some say their spirits still wander the woods at night." "Great, now I'm definitely not sleeping," Alex muttered. Despite Sam's story, the group eventually settled into their tents, the forest sounds a lullaby. Around midnight, Alex woke to a soft but persistent rustling outside his tent. Groggy but curious, he unzipped the flap and peeked out. His breath caught as he saw a large shadow moving near the tents. The moonlight revealed the unmistakable form of a bear nosing around their campsite. Heart pounding, Alex quietly woke the others. "There's a bear outside," he whispered urgently. Mia's eyes widened, and Sam's usual humor was nowhere to be found. Lily, the nature enthusiast, quickly took charge. "We need to scare it away. Make noise, use the flashlights, and be ready with the bear spray." The friends sprang into action. They clapped, shouted, and shone their flashlights toward the bear. Alex and Sam grabbed pots and pans, banging them together to create a clamor. The bear paused, seemingly startled by the sudden commotion. "Keep making noise," Lily instructed. "We need to make it uncomfortable." After a tense moment, the bear turned and lumbered back into the forest, leaving the campsite in a relieved silence. Shaken but safe, the group huddled together, the adrenaline still coursing through their veins. "That was too close," Mia said, her voice trembling. "I can't believe we just did that," Sam said, shaking his head. "That was insane." "Let's not take any more chances," Alex said firmly. "We need to be extra vigilant." They spent the rest of the night in their tents, more alert than ever, with Alex taking the first watch to ensure their safety. As Alex sat by the dying fire, the forest seemed unnervingly quiet. He couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The morning sun brought a sense of calm and clarity. They assessed the campsite, finding minimal damage but a valuable lesson learned. "We need to be more careful with our food storage," Lily reminded them. "I thought we were careful," Sam said, looking around. I guess we need to be extra careful. They spent the day hiking and exploring, taking extra precautions and storing their food in bear-proof containers. As they trekked through the forest trails, they couldn't help but marvel at the beauty surrounding them. Towering trees, the scent of pine in the air, and the distant call of birds created an idyllic backdrop for their adventure. Nature is so beautiful, Mia said, her voice filled with awe. I feel like I'm in a different world. You kind of are, Alex said, smiling. That's the magic of it. They reached a lookout point that offered a breathtaking view of the lake, its surface sparkling under the midday sun. They sat there for a while, soaking in the tranquility, each silently reflecting on the events of the previous night. You know, Sam said, breaking the silence, I think that bear was just curious. It didn't seem aggressive. Maybe, Lily agreed, but we can't take any chances. We're in its territory after all. Despite the scare, the group decided to stay and enjoy their trip. The experience had brought them closer, and they appreciated the wilderness even more. Each night they sat by the fire, sharing stories and laughter, but always with one eye on the surrounding darkness. They became more attuned to the sounds of the forest, the rustling leaves and distant howls, their senses heightened by the encounter. Do you guys remember that old campfire song we used to sing? Mia asked one evening as they settled around the fire. Oh no, not that one, Alex groaned. It's been stuck in my head for years. But Mia was already singing, her voice carrying softly through the night air. One by one, the others joined in, their voices blending in harmony, the familiar melody bringing back memories of their childhood. As the fire burned low, Sam began to tell another story. Remember our high school camping trip? He asked. When we thought we saw a UFO, Lily laughed. Oh yes, that was hilarious. We were convinced we'd made first contact. We even tried to communicate with it, Mia added, chuckling. Turned out to be a weather balloon. The laughter felt warm and comforting, a stark contrast to the tension of the previous night. They shared more stories, reminiscing about past adventures and planning future ones. It felt like a promise to keep exploring and making memories together. On their last full day, they finally indulged in Mia's suggestion of a swim. The lake's cool, clear water was refreshing, and they splashed around like kids, momentarily forgetting the world outside the forest. This is exactly what I needed, Mia said, floating on her back. Just pure, simple fun. They spent the afternoon fishing, with Sam proving to be surprisingly adept at catching trout. Look who's the fisherman now, Alex teased as Sam pulled in another catch. Beginner's luck, Sam said modestly, though he couldn't hide his grin. They cooked their catch over the campfire, the fresh, flaky fish a delicious reward for their efforts. As they ate, they talked about the highlights of their trip and their favorite moments. I think my favorite part was the hike to the lookout point, Lily said. The view was incredible. For me, it was the swim, Mia said. It felt so freeing. What about you, Alex? Sam asked. Honestly, I think it was the bear encounter, Alex said. It was terrifying, but it reminded me of why we come out here. To experience things we wouldn't normally experience and to challenge ourselves. Good point, Sam agreed. Plus, it's a great story to tell. That evening, as they sat around the fire for the last time, they made a pact to always find time for these trips no matter how busy life got. They knew that these moments of connection with nature and each other were invaluable. Next time, we should go to that new national park up north, Mia suggested. I've heard it's amazing. Count me in, Sam said immediately. Me too, Alex and Lily chorused. As the fire crackled, they shared their dreams and aspirations, talking about their future adventures and what they hoped to achieve. The bond they shared felt unbreakable, strengthened by their shared experiences and mutual respect for one another. Here's to more adventures, Alex said, raising his water bottle. To more memories, Mia added, clinking her bottle against his. And to facing whatever comes our way, Lily said with a smile. As their trip came to an end, they packed up, feeling a mix of accomplishment and relief. Driving away, they knew they had an unforgettable story to tell, one that bonded them in a way they never expected. The bear encounter became a tale of caution and camaraderie, a reminder of the delicate balance between enjoying nature and respecting its wild inhabitants. However, as they recounted their trip, a feeling of unease lingered. Alex at the wheel kept glancing at the rearview mirror. The forest, now a distant blur, seemed to hold on to a piece of their story. Next time, We'll be even better prepared, Lily said confidently. And we'll make even more memories, Mia added. As the forest receded in the rearview mirror, they headed back to their everyday lives, carrying with them the spirit of adventure and the lessons learned from their unexpected visitor in the night. Yet, late at night in the quiet of their homes, each of them would sometimes wake with a start, imagining they heard a rustling sound outside their windows, a reminder that the wilderness always has its secrets,